Tokido officially moved on to the next part. Some of y'all at home was talking about, oh, Tokido should switch from JP. What was they talking about, Tokido? They got to put some more respect on your JP at this point.
JP is strongest character. That's why I use.
Okay, exactly. He know what he talking about. Everybody at home, you're kind of ass, brother. So you don't talk about what the GOAT do. That said, Tokido, you could go ahead and crush this key. Officially, Tokido moves on to the next side of the bracket. Some people at home been watching Tokido since you first got into fighting games, and you see that he's still doing it at the highest level. As Angry Bird's key has officially been crushed here at EWC. Tokido, we right here, baby. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Again, congratulations. Last thing, Tokido, you got any message for the fans at home?
ここまで、来れたもん皆さんの本当にね、ご支援のおかげです。まだ明日はないんですけど、明後日ゲームできることをね本当に感謝しております。明日も明後日もやったるで。
Oh yeah. Enough said, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. Finishing Group B as well as Group C. We crushed 8 keys. We moved 8 players forward. It was nothing but short of exciting. My goodness. Welcome back into the Allianz Vault. I'm Taylor Reflections Noble, Tasty Steve Yives, boys. Angry Bird's gone. Tokido, I don't know what he said. I'm going to be honest with all of you out there. But, man, whatever he said, Steve, it sounded good.
He said something about, I'm glad that I won. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, and he also said...
Loosely.
Very loosely.
I believe
very loosely. But he did say JP is the strongest, okay? You heard it here first. Bottom line, period. Boys, we crushed a lot of keys today. Yes, we did. And unfortunately, we're going to get to see those key crushes one more time. But I tell you what, it never gets less exciting. It's such a brutal format. The heart of your, at least of yourself as a competitor, is your key. Now, for Kaba, he got his key crushed a little bit later, but he can reminisce. That was the first key he's ever crushed, and it's an EWC competition.
It's amazing. And look, Yives can probably speak more to this. We've been following Kaba for years at this point, and it's so sick. He knows, I call him a brother of mine, to see him make it this far and get him on an EWC stage, seeing him crush his first key, amazing.
Of course, Yamaguchi holding it down as always, beating one of the killers of this tournament as well. So it's look, at the end of the day, just touch up on Kaba just real quick. I know that's not one on the screen, but he's one of the most consistent, and he needed that under the belt. So I'm excited for him.
He needed it for sure. Another key gets crushed there. Zeta staying alive, and this was when Kaba's key, he had to hand it over. He did get a big W, but in the end, his key would in fact be crushed. That was your Group C results, and then eventually we moved forward over towards Group B, which ended up just unfolding. Chris T talking about his loss right in the upper bracket, leading to 0. He drops down to the lower, and unfortunately his run would come to an end much shorter than he wanted. His nephew crushes the key.
So the thing about nephew and Chris T, they actually had a great battle last year in the World Warriors in the Grand Finals. They didn't play that whole time, so they met up, and of course nephew got revenge.
And then Tokido claims his first victim. It was Punk. It was JP versus Cammy, but in the end JP wins. JP too strong. Tokido wins 3-0, and Punk is out.
Yeah, man. Look, and I touched on this when we were up on the desk on commentary. He has not had the best luck coming from any event coming into EWC. Punk's luck is just not here just yet. And look, it's not for lack of playing, because we know he puts his heart into it, but it's not the easiest when you're fighting every other best player in the world. You're among the greats. They're from the same cloth as you. Can't take anything away from them. I'm still a big fan of Punk.
How could you not be? How could you not be?
It just sucks when you come here and you're like, I really want to do well. I want to see him get the big dub, whether it's an EVO, whether it's an EWC. It's just so hard to come by.
On his birthday, too. Top break for sure. Sahara also gets his key crushed. Capcom winner. That was a big one. And then ultimately, Angry Bird ends up following suit just shortly after. But for Chris T, he put up a tremendous fight, and Ryan Hart had a chance to catch up with him after his unfortunate loss.
Yo, Chris, man, always a great performer. Great to have you every time I see you play Ken. It's always inspirational. The crime set, so close, man. Some sick stuff from you.
Yeah.
What do you feel ultimately went wrong in that set for you?
He did a really good job in whiff punishing me as the set went on. And there was a pretty much almost a guaranteed win situation that I had, but I hesitated because of potential perfect parry. Hindsight, looking back at it, like I could have just, slight delay button and the round would have been mine and I would have won the set. But the kid is incredible and he played really, really well. I mean, like he whiff punished me a lot. I think it was like 6 times. So hats off to him. And obviously, he made it through to the next round. So I think that's kind of what went wrong. I wasn't able to adapt as fast as he did once he started getting the ball rolling.
I hear that, man.
Yeah.
All right, so moving forward, of course, you're solid as a player. Everyone knows your skill set. Ken is a character we've seen kind of drop off of people's selection in recent months. How do you feel right now at this point in time?
About Ken?
Yeah, in terms of just, keeping up with the current meta of the game where we're seeing other Ken mains kind of switch to other characters.
Yeah, so I think over the last 1.5 to 2 years, we've seen a lot of Ken players drop the character. Personally, I feel like the character is one of the worst in the game this season. And, as the season's progressed, his meta ran out in like season 1, and like my love for the character and my love for playing a Shoto is what kept me. And to be quite honest, I think one of the things that's very difficult is time. And I feel like players don't really have as much time as we need to in order to prepare other characters because of how the tournaments are just back to back to back to back and World Warriors. It becomes difficult to invest time into another character when the next event is 7 days away. So I feel like a lot of combination of that and it just didn't allow me to learn new characters. But to answer your question, I feel like Ken is viable in like a 1st to 2 setting, but in the highest level in this current meta, it's just he doesn't exist anymore, and that's why I'm the only one left. I've been the only one left for a while now.
All right, man. Thank you for that really in-depth answer. Yeah, really, really interesting to hear that, especially from your perspective.
Yeah,
Thanks
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you for that interview, Ryan Hart, of course. And Chris T, by the way, I know you're a competitor. Much respect to you, but man, your voice is golden, brother. If you ever want to join the desk, you let me know. Hey, we've got a great series on Amazon Prime. It's called Level Up, and it's coming back. Check it out.
A lot of people are haunted by their past. I'm inspired by it.
They're not just playing for themselves, they're really playing for their entire family.
They have defeated their demons! They have crushed the curse!
Level Up Series, it's coming back. All the coverage from the Esports World Cup. You get all the emotions, breakdowns. It is truly an incredible product that you all need to check out. What a day it's been. We finished Group C, we finished Group B, but tomorrow brings more action. And of course, to set the stage going into tomorrow, we've got the best of the best. It's Damascus. Hollywood Rob TV, send us home.
Thank you, Taylor. An incredible day one. No, the vibes were immaculate. The matches were incredible. The moments were amazing. The upsets, everything. But tomorrow, Rob, it's going to be crazy.
Bro, tomorrow about to be absolutely insane. I mean, the results today were fire, too. I'm very happy to see Tokido doing his thing like that. Little crime mate as well.
You're saying you don't like Angry Birds?
What you mean?
Yeah, because you said you're happy Tokido won, so you...
Yeah, that's how people are on Twitter right there. I'm not going to lie. You're personified Twitter right now. So you don't like waffles? Oh, so you're pretty much...
saying you hate waffles, yeah?
Bro, that said, tomorrow is going to be even better, ladies and gentlemen. I can guarantee you that as we are moving on to our next groups where we will have players like... I mean, who we want to highlight, Damascus? I think the GOAT, in my opinion, is Mina RD.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Dual Kevin.
Yeah, the back-to-back Shanghai is pulling up tomorrow. The Beast Daigo pulling up. Another bird, Big Bird as well, will be there. And mathematically, right, there is something about Street Fighter. When Angry Bird does well, Big Bird does not, and vice versa. So with Angry Bird falling, that should buff Big Bird tomorrow.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. You don't know how to do math.
I know math better than you, bro. What's 2 plus 2?
I'm not sure.
CCA is not even answer. Oh my.
That said, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are about to have absolute banger matches tomorrow. I just accidentally touched this trophy a little bit. Big Hollywood is not trying to get fired, so we're just going to go ahead and close this thing out. Make sure you guys pull up tomorrow for day 2 of Street Fighter 6 here at the Esports World Cup. You do not want to miss it.
Esports World Cup.
अरे कुत्ते एम कोई कर रहा मार कोई रहा है
मॉर्टल बेचारा बहुत गोली का है
बीच में आ गया भाई।
अरे मैं इनविजिबल था। अरे ए टकलिया